Porsche should. Well, the CD player works. Rolling in the Porsche Cayenne because, let's face it, everybody needs 4 cars, 2 motorcycles, and 100 guitars. Man, I just got this thing a few days ago, and we're still figuring out how to use all the wonderful toys. Yeah, no idea. Apparently they've got a manual for this that people read, but hey, who reads manuals? But so far, having a great time with this car. It's everything you want about a Porsche. It's fast, it's comfortable, it's quiet. All right, quick walk around 2014 Cayenne. Groovy little ride. Looks like a Porsche up front. I dig it. Some people don't. Hey, whatever works for you. Of course, one of the things I like about it, well, there are 2 big things. The first big thing is it's a mini SUV. You know, it's not a Suburban. Suburbans are great, but it's big enough I fit into it easily. I love my Boxster. I don't fit into the Boxster so easily. The other thing is, of course, this has room for guitars. And musicians are always concerned about how many guitars they can fit in a vehicle. The Boxster is 1 in the passenger seat, so if you're bringing a guitar, you can't bring a person. This one, plenty of room in the back for all sorts of gear. Of course, you can fold the rear seats down, and that gives you even more room. And so, you know, I'm thinking, you know what, maybe 7 or 8 guitars, you know, plenty of room for a couple guitars and an amp, all that you'd need for a show. So, pretty cool, and that's one of the features I really like about this vehicle. That and, you know, this whole push button close thing. How fancy is that? So, only had it a few days. So far, so good. I really enjoy it. And let's take a look inside. Back seats, plenty of room for a couple of passengers. Maybe you could squeeze 3 in, unless, of course, they're full size like I am. But, you know, all in all, a nice ride for 4 people. So door there, a nice Bose speaker setup. Gotta love that. And, of course, lots of room, even in a Porsche, for tall musicians that have trouble fitting in small cars. So one of the big perks of this one, again, is there's room. And the interior looks like a Porsche interior. Let's take a quick look around the interior, at least from the driver's point of view. You can see you got a really cool gauge cluster here. I always like Porsche gauge clusters. I like the one in my Boxster also. And of course, the all-important logo on the steering wheel. And I got our nav center there so I can figure out where I'm going. And of course, the cockpit full of buttons down here that do all sorts of wonderful things, from ventilate your seats to switch between off-road and on-road, two-wheel and four-wheel drive. A nice spot for your passenger to hang out. The stereo works really well, nice and loud. There is a sunroof, but you know, I live in Florida, I see enough of the sun, so I'm just gonna close that and pretend it's not there. I live in Florida. Heated seats, not much of a concern. Ventilated seats, however, very nice. Perfect for summertime. Hey, what can I say? So far, digging everything about the Porsche. I've only had it for a few days, but the little I've driven it, very comfortable ride. It's quick when it's supposed to be. Lots of room, and room for guitars. That's probably the most important thing. So, so far, so good. 2 thumbs up.